Hi there, today we're going to explore our 4G magnetic GPS tracker. So starting with unboxing, in the box you get the actual unit, and just at the bottom of this box you get a few bits and pieces such as a pouch for the tracker, a charging cord for the tracker, a tiny user manual for the tracker, and a SIM jacket with the SIM tool. Let's go ahead and look at the overview and how to set it up. Alright, talking about the device itself, let's look into it. So the TKSTAR model itself has got a magnetic base. It's fully magnetized, which is an industrial grade magnet. It sticks quite nicely on any metallic surface, such as inside the car, or if you can't put it inside the car, you can always stick it outside the car. Yeah, it sticks quite nicely. It's a decent magnet. Otherwise, there's no power button on it. The way it turns on is with the help of whenever you insert the SIM card inside the unit. Right here, there are two slots. There's slot number one is, there's a tiny slot which is the charging slot, and the bigger slot which is for the SIM card slot. When you insert the SIM card in, there's a tiny pinhole here which actually glows and tells you that the tracker is turned on and the SIM card has been inserted correctly. We'll look into it in just a bit. Cool. For the initial setup of the tracker, you just got to make sure that you got the tracker is sufficiently charged. The micro USB cable that comes inside the packet actually goes into the tiny slot of the tracker. As soon as you plug it in, the red light comes up. That red light indicates that the tracker is charging. This red light turns into green when it's fully charged, and you can always track the percentage of charge with the help of the app you'll be downloading on your phone for the trackers, for the tracking obviously. Great. Let me unplug this for now. Cool. Now the second slot, which is on the tracker, is the activation slot. That's a SIM slot, which obviously requires a SIM card to put in it. A full-size SIM card will go in it. Well, the way you place the SIM card inside the tracker is the copper side facing upwards. So the way you put it inside the tracker is just make sure this copper side is facing upwards. You insert it in and make sure that it clicks in. So when it clicks in, the red light, which indicates the power, actually turns into blue. That tells us that the tracker has registered the SIM card and the tracker is now turned on. Make sure that clicks in because that's what confirms that. Now, when you got the SIM card in, the blue light will turn into orange color, which means this the orange color obviously indicates that this is catching the cellular signals. And yep, that's how you get the tracker ready. In the next stage, we'll look into the mobile phone setup, obviously about a bit more about the app and the other features of the tracker. All right, let's get this tracker set up. So to begin with, you will be actually setting it up in two stages. Stage one requires some SMSs to be sent to the tracker's mobile number, there's some set of SMSs we'll be sending to your tracker, which you can see on the screen. And then you just download the app on your phone, which is for free. There's no subscription fee for this application. You can get it for free from Play Store or Apple Store or App Store, sorry. And once you download the app, I've just downloaded the app on my phone, and just open the app. The app is called Win's GPS app. Once you open the app, it will come up with some pop-up notifications. You just need to allow all those pop-ups, and this will be the first screen that will come up on your page. Now, while looking at the first page of it, make sure you click on login by ID instead of login by username. So when you see login by ID turn orange, that means you have selected the right option. It shows you three rows, and at the first row you will require to insert the domain for the tracker or the portal of the tracker, which is www.mytkstr TKSTAR, which is myTKSTAR.net. The ID of the tracker, you will find it just at the base of the tracker. The ID is normally written at the bottom of the barcode. Just copy that, which is 90590907995 in my case. Every tracker has got its own unique ID, so nobody can actually access anybody else's tracker. So once you enter the tracker's ID, you enter the default password of the tracker's login, which is 123456. This password can be changed when you once get into the app. Select Google Maps, which we use normally in Australia, and remember my login and hit login. So as soon as you click enter login, as soon as you hit login, you will go into the first page. The first page comes up like this. Obviously there are several features of this tracker, out of which the most prominent ones are real-time tracking, historical route, geofence, and several more. But let's talk about these few features first. The most important one for everyone while using the tracker will be the real-time tracking. Since it's a 4G tracker, the efficiency in terms of precise location is up to from 0 to 2.5 meters variation. So if you look into it now, let's see if it's actually showing us the exact location. Click on the real time. Comes up with a new pop-up, which means we have just downloaded the app. Click on allow while using the app, and here we go. That's our front page. It shows the map, the address at the top, and the real-time location of your tracker where it existed. Now obviously I'm sitting next to the tracker. It will show me and the tracker right next to each other. If I want to know what's the gap between me and the tracker, I can simply click on this target sign, which obviously shows the distance between me and my tracker, considering it sitting right next to me. This screen obviously tells us about what's the speed of the car, what's the percentage of the battery on the tracker, and the exact location where is it located at the moment. The other feature which is most commonly used is historical route. When you go in historical route, this tracker obviously has a cloud storage which comes for free with your value login. With the ID of the tracker, you can get up to 6 months of previous data. Within 6 months period of time, wherever the car has been or whatever the movement of the car has been, if it has stopped, moved, everything will be recorded on a cloud storage, which you can always access any time of the year. Obviously, just making sure that it will only record 6 months old data. You can select the date, you can select let's say today, yesterday, or custom. When you select custom, you can go on the previous days. Let's see what happened today. If I click on today and select the date and the time, let's say I want to select from midnight till right now, whatever the movement of the car has been. Click on shows all points and show stay points, and when you hit search, the tracker will come up with the history of its movement. There's a place icon at the bottom. It may look slightly different on an Android phone, but on an Apple phone it looks like that. When you click on play, it will basically draw the whole route for you of the car wherever it has been throughout the day. Yep. Other than that, you can always geofence the tracker. Geofencing allows you to draw silos in the area wherever you have parked the car. Let's say you go to the gym, or you go to work, or you go to the office. You can create 3 different circles in those areas, and whenever your car enters or leaves the area, it will actually send you a notification on your phone. When you want to generate, let's say I want to create a geofence for my location, simply go to the main screen, click on the plus sign, and then at the bottom you got radius. The radius can be the radius can actually be as wide as 5,000 meters in terms of the circumference. Whenever the car leaves that area or enters the area, I will get notified. So I can actually create a circle around myself and just save it with the help of this floppy sign at the top right corner, and I can always name it, for example, office, and just save it. Now this geofence will actually list up as geofence number 1 on my list, and if I go into my notifications, since we have got several options which we can quickly run through, but if my car enters this area or leaves the area, my application will send me a push message on my phone and I'll get to know that it has left or entered the area. Yeah, and while talking about the geofence, we got other options such as vibration alarm, overspeed alarm, low battery alarm, and several more. You can look into it in depth with the help of the guide we'll be providing you with the product, and you can always turn them on or turn them off based on your requirement. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you got any questions, feel free to reach us out.